And it's been a minute since I did the live this way. Give me a second. All right, now I can see y'all a little better. I've been fingerprinting the whole thing up, man. What's happening, y'all? It's Tuesday. It's Tuesday. It is Tuesday, and today's live episode is, let's just say, is for a particular cruise that's coming up, right? Oh, earthquake. um, so last night we had a discussion on Facebook, and we had a number of Invicta collectors. They'll be going on a cruise, and it's a good deal of them, a good number of people. Good morning, Jay Jones. The good number of them going on this cruise, and there's some that have yet to. What's up, Monica? It's a group of them now that have yet to display watches or go on a cruise with other collectors, man. And when I tell you guys I'm hyped, oh my gosh, I am so hyped right now. I'm so hyped. I'm so hyped to where I forgot I had a doctor's appointment this morning. Had a doctor's appointment, you know what I'm saying? I dropped my son off at school anyway, but that's neither here nor there. So in just about a week, less than a week, I'll be in Florida. We'll be at Sawgrass Mills Mall with other collectors and stuff like that. And it's going to be an enjoyable time. But this episode is specific for those that have that wanted to know, what does it look like to collect or do an expo. Well, first, let me just say this. For those that have just come on to the channel, I actually have a playlist for the Invicta cruises that I've done in the past. And you'll see some of that stuff, but I'll go into more detail. I'm hyped to be back at this amazing, wonderful, beautiful, awesome job. Of course you are, Grand Rising. Of course you are. I know you love your job. So let's talk watches, man. So I just wanted to say this because I get up every day and there's a new YouTuber that, or maybe older, that talks about the newest watches out there, right? From anything like Panerai, Rolex, Omega, whatever, right? So there's a number of new companies, man, and it's like everybody's advertising, everybody's showcasing and stuff like, or actually showing you what's out there. But once you get the watch and you get it on your wrist, then what? You know, what can you do with your watch past that? You know, because some of us have vast collections, man. And you know what's nice is actually getting together and in a nice controlled environment and sharing that same passion with each other, man. And some people have some amazing displays. I'm going to be showcasing on video some of those old Invicta displays, man. If you're not on Facebook, I'll showcase it. Invictaholics has some of the most exclusive pictures that you can find when it comes to watch expos, man. Just amazing work. Amazing, right? So, already we got trolls already? Man, I saw the message that wrist check. Right now I have on my Tissot chronograph. Yes, sir. So I have 4 watches behind the camera right now, and I have it in it's nothing special, but it's special to me. And I'm gonna go through how you're gonna see these displays. What up, bro? Sub, can I get a shout out? Who is that? Janus? Huge. Hey, yours. Y'all, wait a minute. You. Oh, yo. It is too early to be this petty. Why is your tag name? Do y'all see this? Oh my gosh. Do you see the name? Oh my gosh, bro. Hey, I feel like Bart Simpson, man. Hello. Is this huge anus? Do we have a huge Janus? Okay. All right. Okay. I'm good. I'm good. Sorry. Oh man, Reserve Phantom, automatic sun and moon, gold laser etching. I want to see that watch in person. Honestly, want to see that watch in person. And I hope somebody bring it on a cruise. I really do because I want to see that watch. Lonely in mommy's basement. Yeah, I saw what that person said. Wow. Anyway, anyway, let's continue. So what I've seen in the past, what I thought was amazing, was the creative mind behind people that will collect watches. Right, they'll get it and they'll put it on display for other people to enjoy. Right, so um, I saw a collection from the Invicta Holics. Mike and Courtney put a whole fish tank on the cruise. They bought a fish tank with real fish in it, and their watches were just all like on this coral reef or whatever the heck it was. And it was watches all around it, man. It was so crazy, man. And then you had a whole G.I. Joe play set with nothing but military-based watches around it, man. Like with the helicopter with the, you know, with the fangs on it and stuff like that. The watch had the fang. Man, it was crazy. It was so crazy. You see, you posted it. Yeah, no, I want to see it in person, man. So, is it textured, bro, or is it like painted on? Does it have like a rough texture to it? I'm just curious. But anyway, oh man, that one just took me out a little bit. But anyway, how many of you guys are really like are into that? Would you consider using your watches in the expo? You know what I'm saying? Because like on Watch Crunch, you could do watch meetups, right? And that'd be dope. That if like, let's say about 7 to 10 people brought like 7 or 8 watches and set them out and for on display for us to see and explain the watch, man. Because there are some watches out here, man, that are so crazy. Micro brands are like blowing up, man. Have blown up. I ain't saying blow. They're just killing it. And we'll get into the micro brands, but I'm gonna just Kimosabi. I just want to show something. And this was actually I'm doing this live. They're asleep right now because they're on the East Coast. I mean West Coast. So I'm pretty sure unless they got to go to work early. I want to show you what a watch expo would be like. So let's say, for instance, you have your watches, right? Whatever you decide to pull up, and not the guys on a bike, but this right here would be how your watch expo would be set up, right? And this is just like a small example. And I just use the knife in there just for, you know, like a little garnish or whatever. So you have your Zelos right here. You have your Reserve Invicta, which was created by Invicta Ryan. Then you have your chronograph Speedway, right? That's an Invicta. Then you have the Spaceman Longines, right? Displayed out here. So people will walk past and they'll come out and you pretty much are going to explain each watch. And for a lot of collectors, they will tell the history. If you ask, they'll tell the history of the watch or what they were doing when they got it. And for some, what will happen is they'll be entered in. It's sort of like you'll have judges. They'll come by and see who has the most unique watch, who has the best story, you know, just like how was your display, and then they'll rate it, you know. And that's hard to, you know, and think about this too, because as a judge, because we're gonna do this on this upcoming cruise, it's gonna be rough because I've already saw a couple of displays for the people that will be showcasing their watches this upcoming cruise. And there's some heavy hitters, man. It's like it's some nice stuff out there, bro. Like there's really some nice watches out there. So Trap, I can use my shield. You can use your shield in the expo, bro. Starboard side to display. Yeah, Jay Jones. If you were just, I would be curious to see how you would display your watches. Good morning. I haven't bought a watch in a month. You haven't bought a watch in a month, Jay Jones? Okay. All right. If you say so. Now, here's the other thing too about displaying your watches. For example, I know some people hear the story of how, like, I purchased this watch right here, this Zellos. I purchased this watch basically because I was watching YouTube. So YouTube actually inspired the purchase of this watch. I've heard from so many different sources that Zellos is the watch to get because of the price point, what you get for the watch. So let me go through some of the features. This is a full titanium bracelet and the case, full titanium. The lume on this watch is second to none. I mean, absolutely second to none. You have drilled lugs, which people go crazy over. I can care less, to be honest. I don't necessarily have to have drilled lugs, but I think it's still a nice touch. It makes it a little easier to swap this thing out for rubber or something like that. It has a great dive ratio on it. It has a Miyota movement in it, sapphire crystal. You have on-the-fly adjustment for, hold on, let me just go ahead and pop that. And you look down at the bottom, you can actually adjust this watch if you're going diving and stuff like that, going swimming in it. And you can actually dive the screw down crown. The watch has everything. It's a phenomenal timepiece. Phenomenal, right? And when it first came out, it was $499. Now, keep in mind, $500 is a lot for some people, but that's just right for a number of watch enthusiasts. You know, especially for what you get. You got a high beat movement in this watch. You have a company that, like Zellos is, man, and I'm learning more about Zellos. Got some heat, man. They've made this watch company is crazy, right? So if you've never heard of Zellos and you saw this in a watch expo and I explained this watch, or if I had a number of Zellos in my collection, because they just hit you at different price points, and they even have some in their collection. They've had some Swiss made movements. But I explained this watch and people are like, ooh, that's nice. And just to look at the colorway. And this is called a black tip. So I explained this watch to you if you ask, you know, and that's what a lot of people do. It's just like going to an art gallery when you go into a watch expo. Yes, Vic, the hyphy movement. I guess you could, Vic, I'm not going there. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna go there with you, Vic. Since you said the hyphy movement. Jeez. You can't combine an expo with hip hop if you so choose. If you want to display your love for particular rappers, old school rappers, E40, the hyphy movement, and you just put your watches with that, you know what I'm saying? You may want to wrap it up and like tape. You have tapes all over the place. There's all type of ways for you to set up your display, and it really don't take that much. And I'm gonna just give a couple people this. For those of you guys that are going on this, it's not an Invicta cruise. Invicta has not rented out the ship. They did not buy out the ship. You just have a number of collectors that it's a groupcation, right? A bunch of Invicta collectors. And then you have a number of Facebook groups, including myself, that's going to be hosting. And we have Invicta Ryan, which is the international ambassador for Invicta. He'll be on the ship with us. Let me see. Who is that? Chisholm Hunter just posted something on Instagram. All right, let's see. I want to make sure I didn't miss any comments. Kimo Sabi, I saw that. Okay, I saw that. All right, okay, I didn't miss anything. Now, here's another thing too. On this upcoming expo, I get a chance to sit down and talk to the guy that actually designed this. Now, depending on the expo, we just left, what was that? Well, I didn't go, but New York, they had the wind up. And that is a great display, but that's just the companies, the creators of these companies showcasing these watches to give you information. You as the customer, it's up to you. So let's say, for instance, you're a customer that have bought into, there was over 130 different brands there. So let's say you that customer and you went through and you bought like from 7 different brands, right? You enjoying the watches, you loving it, and then you guys get over on Watch Crunch and you decide to say, hey, you know what? Let's do our own collectors event, and we get to showcase in a controlled environment, probably at a resort or a hotel or something, some nice little venue where you have probably live music, good food, drinks, and of course those that like to smoke cigars. And you guys just put your watches out on display, man. And I just want to tell the people that's never done it before, because that was the reason why I did this live, is when you get your watches together, whatever watches you want to display, you can come up with a theme, whatever type of theme. And I'm going to say the cheapest and the most ineffective way, or the best way to have a great showcase, go to the Dollar Tree or dollar store and buy some of those. Like you can buy cardboard stuff, something that can lay flat inside of your suitcase, right? And then you can just pop that stuff together how you want it on the table that you're going to be displaying on. So when people come by and look at your watch, you see the theme, you see your watches, and then you just take it from there. You're pretty much just telling the story of your watches. Now you could be one that you know all the movements, you know all the measurements of your watches, and you explain that to people as they come by, if they do ask. Now here's another thing too that you can do. For those of you guys that have a large, just like a crazy amount of watches, you can do this either on a tablet or your phone, something that you can bring with you on the cruise, something that can stow easy in your stuff. Let's say you got a tablet. Record your watches that you didn't bring, right? Give a description of the watches that you didn't bring, your more expensive pieces, stuff that you didn't trust putting underneath the belly of the plane, and give us a display. Set that thing right there on the side and tell everybody that's walking past, like, hey, I have my watches here that you can see, but I have some special watches that I really want you to know about, and tell them just to press play. That is another, I love seeing that. We had a few people do that on the cruise I went to before, and they showcased their watches that they couldn't bring. Who was that? This guy had, I think about 600 or 700 watches, like diamond pieces, some very rare pieces that I've never seen before. And he's like going through, he had the white gloves, the whole nine, and he's explaining the watches. I sat down and looked at it, I think it was like 24 minutes long. I sat and watched the whole thing. Oh yeah, hey, this is one of my favorite hoodies, man. Yeah, this is one of my favorite hoodies. What's up, Ben 10? And you know, I'm a hoodie guy, man. I love hoodies, man. It's hoodie season too. Today is odd though, because it's going to be, our high is going to be 80 degrees. Space G95 in the building. What's going on? Ramon. Okay, let's see. I want to make sure I didn't miss anybody. Yeah, the weather's tricky these days. Yeah, you never know. You never know. And for those that just got here, if you just pulled up, let me do this again. So I'm just showcasing. So I'm doing this really for the collectors that's going on this Invicta case, Invicta cruise. Wrist check. What's everyone wearing? I got my Tissot on, and I have. What up, man? So I have my display out here right now. This is my expo for this morning. So right now I have the Speedway, Invicta Speedway. All right, automatic. You see that? I think you got the race inspired theme on the back. I have my Pro Diver that was created by Ryan Johnson, made out of tungsten. And it has like, I think it's like 500 meters water resistancy. Pretty thick, chunky beast. I have my Zellos, black tip, full titanium, super lightweight, drill lugs. You got the shark display on the back. And I have my beloved Longines Hydro Conquest. And somebody pointed out, like, yo, you got the old model, right? Somebody pointed that out in the chat. I'm not in the chat. when I showcased that watch, right? Hey, check this out, man. This is so funny about people, man. Like, I just want to address this. And you put the comment in there, man, just to say, hey, you bought the old model, right? You didn't buy the new model. You know, some of the best things come in vintage pieces, man, like vintage cars, right? If I can, like, for a daily driver, I wouldn't mind. I would love to have an 89 Caprice with a 350 in it, man. Nothing crazy, no crazy horsepower, just a basic Caprice, sky blue with the bucket seats, man, or actually the pillow top seats in it. And I would drive, that'd be my daily driver, man. That'd be I like that car, you know, over a lot of the new vehicles. I mean, and if I had to just choose a new vehicle, it'd be a Chevy Blazer, 2024, 25, whatever. But it's funny that people point out, well, hey, you got this watch, and I'm like, man, we're supposed to be celebrating this thing together, this hobby of ours, which that is an actual channel. He actually just dropped a video I think this morning. His so I gotta go check that out. But yeah, man, it is hilarious sometimes, man. The stuff that some of you guys point out on the comments. I guess a way to shame somebody, man. I don't get it. I don't understand it. Even some of the people that come in here trolling, man, some of the stuff that you guys say is crazy. Thelonious Monk. I'm wearing a Rolex Air King reference 126900. Cool beans, bro. I said the Air King. Let me see. The most interesting Rolex to me would be the Datejust and the Air King, in my humble opinion. You know, and if I was to own a Rolex, it'll be those two models. It'll definitely be those two models, no question. I wouldn't necessarily have. I mean, yeah. Because you know the thing about it too, Rolex are, I mean, anything's expensive, but they are obtainable. You know, these watches are obtainable. You know, you may have something in your collection that you can sell. You may hit, your stock may hit, and you're like, you know what? I just went up by $45,000, man. I can go ahead and spend 10, and I'm pretty sure you can find. I guarantee you can find a Rolex between the $6,000 to $10,000 mark. Shoot, I got them right not too far from me. You know what I'm saying? Like they sell used Rolexes. Let's see. The channel. Thanks, Vic. Stop robbing. Wow. I love that blade too. Yeah, this is courtesy of Joe. Joe fixed me up with this blade, man. Very, very nice, man. Very nice blade. I like this, man. Joe fixed me up. I appreciate him too for that. Omnitrix. He said, what's that? I ain't never heard that either. Yeah, reserve automatic, sun and moon, dial. Okay, yeah. Only one single piece exists. Oh, okay. Wow, Thizzle in the building. What's going on? They sorry, just the beauty. Yeah, man. I really like those, man. Bro, 117.23 for your speedway. Nah, bro, I can't even part ways with this, man. Hey, bro, I'm gonna tell you something, man. Invicta, man, I'm gonna say Invicta dropped the ball, bro. They should have kept up with this one, man. I ain't even gonna lie to you. They should have kept up with this one and enhanced it, man. It's funny, man. Like now going past the expo, because I explained that. And also for those that have a question that's going on a cruise, feel free to drop a comment or a question in this chat after it's over with. Because I'm pretty like the people that asked the question about this expo thing. Maybe sleep or maybe at work, but drop your question. But now let's go on to Invicta. There was something that was said that I thought was pretty interesting. I was commenting on, was it Janice? No. It was Alex. I was on his. I was commenting in his show the other day, and we were talking about glycine. Now, granted, I would have to get my hands on a vintage glycine, which I can do. I know where a glycine is right now, and do a comparison, an actual breakdown of the watch. The biggest concern right now with glycine and Invicta, and Invicta is owning it, is we're starting to see a like Invicta's inspiration being poured out on glycine, right? And my biggest concern with that is, and just to be honest, S. Koifman used to put out some of the nicest watches. Now S. Koifman has been reduced to, like, they still have Swiss movements in them, their quartz, but like the automatic, you know. And I don't know, like, I honestly believe that S. Koifman could have been phenomenal right now, seeing that so many people are seeking a very unique and prestigious Swiss-made piece. And S. Koifman was just like, I didn't know enough about it. And then when I started learning more about S. Koifman, it got reduced, right? So that is one of my concerns too, is because though Invicta is not, they said it wasn't going to bother, you know, with the construction of the glycine. My biggest worry or fear with glycine, seeing that is how prestigious glycine is. Glycine doesn't need a bunch, because there are some colorways, right, that, you know, I get it, updating colorways and stuff like that, but one, you cannot skimp out on the quality and construction of a watch that's so prestigious, right? And I believe, yeah, I'm gonna wait for Alex to do his review on, I think he has an Airman. I saw three Airmen that has a different colorway, and it will remind you of something that Invicta does, right? Still in the shape and the construction of the Airman, but the colorways is just, they're crazy. And I'm like, please, y'all, don't do that. You know what I'm saying? Now, if that's Glycine's decision, I much rather them not do that. Hey, okay, so check this out. I remember in 1994, matter of fact, I can go back before 1994 when the Impala SS, like gave a hint of a new body style. I think it was 93. I went to a 93 car show, 93 Chicago car show, and I saw the Impala SS, the 94 version, and I fell in love with it. They had that Coca-Cola colorway to it. Beautiful car. And of course, my favorite would be the 96 because they moved the shifter to the floor. And but I don't care. That is another car that I would love to. Man, that car is so awesome. See, and I'm telling you, being wealthy, being in that position right there, I get when people like, hey, I make $1 million a year, or for some YouTubers, they make $1 million a month. Supercars wouldn't. I like looking at supercars, don't get me wrong. But bro, 72 Chevelle, a 69 Chevelle, Charger, the 69, the 68, Buick Skylark, 70, and oh man, bro, a 69 Cutlass. Oh man, give me a 69 Cutlass, bro. Woo, that sucker, man. 69 Camaro, 396. Bro, quit playing with me. I would absolutely love that, man. Give me a 1977 Delta 88, bro. Let me get that. I'm an old school boy. I'm telling you, man. If I was rich, man, my car, y'all be like, Trap, could you buy a new car? Nope. Everything out there old. You thought I was Rick Ross, man. I just have a whole bunch of old schools, and I drive every last one. S Equipment is underrated. Got one from my dad. It's an awesome piece. They wanted 46. Glycine Airman is needed in my collection. Yeah, man, the Airman, hold up. It ain't never that far away from me. That Airman, bro. That Airman, yes, sir. Stereo case back, for the most part. But they like I'm gonna tell you, definitely we definitely need. I definitely need Invicta not to invade glycine space. And it's just like a humble request, man. You know, I know I'm just one guy, and they gotta hit you with that Vince McMahon, what's best for business, man. But like, bro, the industry is so crazy right now with watches and how many different watch companies are available, man. And I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna showcase another one. Um, Come on, man. We were talking about this watch the other day, and let me see. You still got a couple of days of October, man. The Adam Flederman Von Reese, right? This watch right here. I know it's not set, but this pure mechanical timepiece. He just came out with a watch. He partnered with, who was it? Chase Briscoe, NASCAR driver, right? And dude, have any of you guys ever been on Reddit? Has anybody, man, Reddit is so poisonous, bro. And I'm pretty sure some people that's watching this, if you watch this on the replay, if you catch it, you may be in here right now. You be like, I'm a fan of Reddit. I comment on Reddit. Bro, you guys, if you one of those that slam folks and just like, that is a breeding ground for the most malicious people, man. God dog, bro. Yeah, whoo, man. It is a constant roast on Reddit. It is but here's the thing too. I can enjoy a good roast, but some of the people on there be spreading some misinformation. So I'm gonna go right back to, there was people that on Reddit said that, you know, these watches, Flederman and the watch that he just released, were built in China. And I was like, no, that I've seen where these watches, I literally seen them putting these watches together. I can attest for that. Matter of fact, I got one even better, because I'm going up there and they're gonna walk us through this situation. They don't know this yet, man. So Kokomo Watch Company, yeah, you guys have been chosen to show us how y'all do these things, right? You're gonna walk us through the process. They didn't know that until just now. So if you're watching, sorry Adam for putting you on the spot, bro, but I gotta put you on the spot. But yeah, man, they're gracious over there, man, and they allow me to walk in and check out how the operation. They don't hide anything. They show everything, man. We're gonna go through that, man. But people put out some bad information on this. And some of those, if you go on Reddit and look it up yourselves, I think it's under the NASCAR page. Some of these people are nasty. Nasty, nasty work, boy. Good morning, bro. What kind of life advice do you have for a 22-year-old? Woo! Keep your head on the swivel. Keep your head on the swivel. Gain as much information and learn. I don't know where you live at, man, but learn a little bit about wherever you live. That way you know how to navigate. And you need to be a historian. I would love, like my 22-year-old, my 22-year-old, he's more into, he's a collectible guy. Like, he like collectibles, but he doesn't pay attention to his surroundings. I see a lot of 22-year-olds right now, they don't pay attention to their surroundings. They don't know. They couldn't even tell you how many people in their area. They couldn't even tell you their mayor. And then they go and vote. I'm like, who you voting for? What? Like, but anyway, yeah. Be mindful of your surroundings, man. And if you collect watches, man, don't take advice from Jay Jones, man. He have your bank account dry. That's free advice. My bad, Jay Jones. I had to throw you under the bus, sir. What's up, nerd? With swag. Welcome in. Still the 72 Chevelle 454 Hearst shifter blue printed. Yeah, Jay Jones, man. You was telling me, man, I know you hate that you got rid of that car, 69 SS Camaro is absolute fire. Yes, it is. Just looked up that Panerai 44 millimeter with green dial. Man, bro. Hey, y'all, man, I went out to Moya. Y'all, do y'all know I got my hands on I'm gonna drop that video. I'm gonna do it tonight. I'm gonna do the video tonight. I got my hands on a Squale, and it's one of one. It was made for, like, and the story behind it is it's a private story. So just know, when I drop that video tonight, I was at Maury's. I'm just gonna show the whole time that I was at Maury's, everything that I seen that day. So you'll see a repeat of my short of the panel ride. But I'm gonna close in on that panel ride, man, and hopefully I can get that panel ride next year. I said I was gonna get it when I was 50, but I may not make it to 50. Life, you know what I'm saying? Who knows? I gotta see. Hopefully, we'll see what happens with the presidential race and stuff like that, and prayerfully, the pocketbook can be a little bit more looser to where, you know, purchasing power is a little stronger. Who knows? We'll see. But if the purchasing power can be a little sweeter for 2020 or going forward, I know it's not just going to be a quick fix, but I want to get that watch before I'm 50. Let's just put it like that. And I want to see like the beginning of people going back out and enjoying life instead of having to put your food on layaway to get it now when you go to the grocery store. Didn't know they made it in platinum. That's some stuff right there. I didn't know. Oh no, bro, they got it. I saw a panel ride. They had one that was $108,000. Yeah, I saw a 100K panel ride. I saw it at an authorized dealer. I said, yo, that's nuts. I'm more of a Radiomir guy than the Luminor. I would take both. However, I know that the Luminor's crown is ridiculously, wow, that sucker's out there, boy. But I still like it, man. And the one that I did, the short that I did with the Navy SEALs, I like that one. That chronograph, I like that one. I like that one. I didn't even know that existed, man. But that's $10,000 used. Trap, tell him to talk to the elders in this community. My daughter, 22, is extremely observant. I love that about her. Oh man, that is dope. That's dope, man. Yeah, man. I got a 19-year-old that is completely oblivious to what's going on. I asked him a couple of questions that he should know, and I was like, and you know what's crazy? If you put me and him, and then you had somebody interviewing us, and they were like, you know, he was asking my son some stuff, and he'd be like, I don't know. They look at me like, Dad, what are you teaching him? I'm like, bro, look, you know this, you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make him drink type? That's him. Aggravates my soul. T. White in the building. Economic friendly president, so to speak. I am financing a dozen eggs. Hey, I'm financing milk right now. What you talking about? Hey, in the words of my man, I'm glad I got the collection I have right now, man, because if I can't buy another watch, man, I have a decent amount. But here's the crazy thing, and I'm gonna keep it a whole 100, a whole beam with y'all. Get into situations sometimes where I do have a number of watches in my collection, man, but shoot, I used my watches yesterday as currency. I had a major problem that happened, man, and I had to unearth some watches to get it fixed. Just so I'm glad my plumber loves watches, and he loves Invicta. Shout out to my plumber. Yeah, man, because that bill right there, that was unexpected. I said, hey, let's work something out. You like watches, I got these, and I had to get rid of some that I didn't want to get rid of, but I was like, that's what he wanted. Because them watches can go. When it comes to lifestyle, like my life, oh no, bro, please. And I've done that before. Hey, Vic and he know. It was about 2 years ago. I ran into a serious issue, man. My car broke down, and it was unexpected. It was a big bill. I'm talking about transmission. And I was like, I need my vehicle. I was like, how much is this? He was like, 4 bands. I said, yikes. Man, I got to selling watches, boy. I was selling watches, boy. And hey, look, I'm going to tell you this. I've heard people say, why do you collect so much? I'm glad, hey, it was an investment. I guess it worked out in my favor. I got rid of a couple, got that money, and I got right back on the road. That truck was down for a week and a half. So, yeah. I don't care about none of that. I think it's because they haven't had to develop survivor skills like we had growing up. Tanya, I promise, I told my wife, I was telling my best friend, I said, yo, I really need something to shake this boy up. I need him to be shook. I'm talking about shook. And I hate, man, honestly, I would hate for him to have to go through stuff, because a parent, man, like, don't want their child to go through stuff, man. I don't want them to, like, have to suffer, but geez, you got to suffer. Bro, I grew up on the south side of Chicago and Gary, Indiana. Quit playing with me, man. What does that mean? I survived. I got peers that did not. And I'm keeping 100. So I've had some life experiences. Plus, dude, a deployment. When you get to see how the other half live, now this is, and I'm gonna tie some stuff in. I had a chance to go to Iraq, and I was in Kuwait. In Kuwait, you see, like, we weren't allowed to go into the city for whatever reason. They just said we can't go in the city. I was like, all right, whatever. But I thought it was the craziest thing. They had camel racing, right? We're driving along this highway, nothing but sand on both sides, and there was some little short guys racing camels. But then when you sit down and talk to the local population, man, yo, their luxury is so different. I mean, it's not so much different than ours, but it's so crazy, man, how, like, they had their gold nugget bracelets and all this other stuff, man. Nothing but Rolexes, man. You talk about, man, don't be fooled. I know rappers be doing the bust down of the diamond, of the Rolexes and stuff like that. When I was in Kuwait, it wasn't nair black person in this thing. It wasn't nair white dude with the chain with the gold teeth, man. It was a whole bunch of Kuwait folks out there, Kuwaitis, if you will. I don't know the proper termination. Yeah, you know what I'm trying to say. Terminology. But they had on tables like big fat rocks on their Rolexes, man. I was like, there's no way. I said, those are not original. They said, no, we had these made. I'm talking about they Rolexes, man, pave rubies, emeralds, the whole nine. And then when we went to I went to Iraq, Mosul, there's this mountain, right? And you can't see the mountain because of the cloud cover all the time. But like, once that cloud cover and the dust and the sand and everything is out the way, beautiful red mountain. But in one part of the mountain, it spit out natural gems, right? And you can, like, literally get gems. But yeah, you know, if you're in that area as a soldier, you got 0.2 seconds to vacate, because you're gonna get in a firefight. They don't play that out there taking gems and stuff. I had to grow up at a young age. My parents became sick. I had to support the house. Wow. Hey, Nerd with Swag, I would love, you know what, maybe one day we can sit down and have a discussion, man, because, like, I can share some stuff. And that's the part, man, I want to get back into, man. 2025, man, is like really bringing the collector back on screen, man. Like, I've done that for years. You know, I had a show called Who's Next, and it was showcasing, you know, the collector. And yeah, they would show their watches and stuff like that, but you got a chance to know the people, man. You know, I think that's more important. I mean, that's cool, you collecting watches and whatnot, but I'd like to know more about you. They got to suffer a little bit. They got to recognize their privilege of living in America. I'm trying to tell you, but don't forget, does he need those skills in this environment? Probably not. If his life hasn't been threatened thus far, chances are they won't even strive to live in it. But see, that, and you know what? That is a great perspective. And thank you for that's new on me. I honestly, you're right. I never thought about it like that. That's crazy. I've never thought it from that perspective. Shoot, I think I just got humbled a little bit, man, because, like, I get irritated at the fact that I'm like, bro, you don't do your thing, man. This is crazy. Yo, welcome to Lean Forward. Yo, y'all see this right here? YFC became member. That's dopeness. Thank you so much, man. I don't want to tear up right now, man. That is so crazy, man. That is so crazy. Oh, man. Hold up, Jerry Jones, nerd. 18 and 19, I was in Nam. I grew up. Well, you had to grow up. Man, but YFC, thank you so much, man. That is awesome, man. That's crazy. That's crazy. That is crazy. Every time, like, hold on, let me take a time out for this, man, because this is necessary. Um, Man, I'm trying to say this without getting emotional. So you guys realize that I talk about watches. I talk about new collections. I started my channel off of Invicta, but I seen that there was a need at one point, and it came through. I was approached to do a fundraiser for cancer research, breast cancer research. We did it for 2 years, and then that next year, we did one for unsuspecting. I didn't even know they were coming. It was just a buddy called, like, yo, Trap, can you give money towards this cause? I'm trying to raise money for a good friend of mine. And I said, all right, cool. Her name was Maggie. And I did it. I said, not only am I going to give money, I'm going to just base the fundraiser around her. And I sold watches. Everybody just came and was giving watches. They was donating money. I was sending watches out, mail them here and there. And we raised over $5,300, and I sent every dime to that family, man. Now, unfortunately, the following year, she passed away last November. But when I get this phone call, he told me, hey, she passed away. I'm like, my heart's broken, right? Hold on. I'm in the hospital area, so. Sometimes it's hard, like that echo hitting this earpiece. So anyway, they literally hit me up and said, yo, Trap, yes, it's hard, it's difficult, but what you did, you gave us another year, because I didn't have the money to put her in the facility for her to get the help. And even though it was hard for me, it was heartfelt. Like, I was like, man, this man, a parent should not bury their child, but that's how God intended it for that family. For them, the family said, Trap, thank you so much for giving us another year. And this is why I do this, man. Like, the money that comes in, I don't spend that money on me every time. I just go ahead and send that to, like, different things that I got a foundation here, man. I'll go and buy stuff, drop it off, no problem, right? And, you know, so for YFC, for you guys becoming members, thank you so much, man, because that means a lot, man. And if it take me talking about watches, which I love that, right? I love talking about watches. I love talking about the people that collect watches. But the money that comes in with this, man, and I get to help somebody else. I said this before. I said I wish I was rich, man, because I'll do more for people, man. And for a long time, I was like, man, I just felt like I got to do something to get, you know, enough money to help people out. And I wasn't focusing on, like, hey, I can, you know, give my time or do this, or like something that I know I can do to help out. So that's what I started doing, man. And shout out to my church, bro, because I was able to be on the basketball ministry. I don't play ball like that, not a ball player, but we had all this youth coming in, and we were sitting down talking to them, helping them with those skills, telling you that we like, and these kids needed the skills. And I was a benefit to them because I came up on the south side. I came up in struggle. You know what I'm saying? So these kids was going through the same thing that I went through, and I gave them some perspective on how to do. And then not only that, put them in touch with people that can help, counselors, and that was the biggest thing. That didn't cost me nothing but gas money from the east side of Indianapolis to the west side. I ain't had to be a millionaire, and now I got my channel. And YFC, yo, the fact that you guys did that, you guys are helping me continue this fight, man. You guys are helping me continue this fight, man. And I don't know, I don't get into that whole political stuff. I may crack jokes and stuff like that, man. But there's times, and I'm not saying forget who's going to be president, man. But, like, you realize that our hands in helping people is more effective than any president, period. We the people, right? People make stuff happen. Our community, it's our community, so you can do something. You ain't got to always give money, but like your time. People know how to sew, people know how to cook, and a well-placed meal for somebody that need to eat, bro, it'll cost you whatever you got in your cupboard. Or you can go to one of those, they got places where you can get free food. You cook it, you bring it to life, give it to somebody that's hungry. Or you can teach somebody how to cook. Whatever. All right, I'm off of that, man, but I appreciate you. Trap, just doing what... Man, I appreciate y'all, man. That Every time I see this, man, we be listening to bushes. Keep doing what you doing, fam. Thank you. Been through a lot. Was shot in my chest at age 26 in a robbery. What? My middle brother was shot a year later. Baby brother killed in 2000 at the age of 26. Oh, man, bro. See, and the thing about it, what y'all telling me this, man, like that confession and just sharing that with us, man. Y'all heard me say this before. It all started with Watch. I would have never known that about you. I would have never known that about you, man. And the fact that you're on here because you have a passion for watches, and now we get to know something about you. You're a survivor, but you lost somebody close to you, man. Bruh. I lost a cousin to gun violence. You know what I'm saying? I understand that. My older cousin, loved her. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? It's crazy. And man, for those that don't know, man, I do get emotional on here, man. I think it's the wind that's blowing in my face, it's keeping it, you know what I'm saying, my eyes from sweating. But I appreciate the testimonial that you just gave. I appreciate YFC for like becoming a member on the channel. That's huge in my book. That's big. And all I'm gonna say is, in about 6 days, I'll be on a cruise, enjoying a collector's event. But this is opportunity. That ship holds about 6,600 people, and that's just a time for me to be me and enjoy it and get to meet some people, man. And hopefully when I walk off this cruise, and that's my biggest thing, is actually meeting people with like minds, because a lot who don't like watches, man. It's people like you may not have a watch collection, but you know somebody that did, or a pocket watch, your grandfather or an uncle or dad. It's always been that timepiece, and there's a connection. We got that connection, man. I'm telling you. What in the world? I don't know what that was. Something just blew on me. So sorry, swag. Yeah, man. That's why I donate to this channel on a regular basis. Man, I appreciate you for that too, bro. T White, you have any magnums you can donate to me? I'll be there. Let's go cruise. Go cruise time. Yeah, man. Yeah, that's the big thing. You didn't let the dark to take over, man, because you just shared that, man. That's huge. That's huge to say with a whole bunch of folks that, because I've never met, and I would love to meet you at one point. Sit down over, you know what I'm saying, break bread. I think that's the best thing, man. Break bread, sit and have a conversation, getting to know folks, man. That's dope. That's dope. Moving past that kind of trauma is no easy task, boy. He said, Vic, I'm not fooling with you today. Yeah, because this man got every magnum known to man. So let me see where we at. We at 53 minutes, man. Yeah, let me see what time. Yeah, I got to pick my son up in a little bit here from college. And Tanya, if you're still in here, man, thank you for that. You know what, that put it in perspective. Man, that was huge. I don't really have nothing to say. I have to adjust how I think now. You know what I'm saying? Because I was like, man, that was a lot. That was bars. That was straight game that you just gave me. Knowledge, rather. That was knowledge, man. And I love learning stuff from people, man. I appreciate that. But other than that, hopefully I got my message across for today. In my thumbnail, if you made it this far in the live, in my thumbnail, those are actual events that happened. A.L. Lalo was on there. I had, let me see, the Browns were on my thumbnail. And that flyer that was from 2020. That was the last cruise that we had with Invicta, where Invicta actually took over an entire Carnival cruise ship with over 2,600 Invicta fans, right? It was crazy. And we had a number of people doing watch expos, showcasing their watches, man. And I don't care who you are, man. You could be a lover or a hater of Invicta, man. But you can't beat a good expo. You can't beat it. Oh, man, the expos are just amazing and phenomenal. And I seen some of the watches that's going to be displayed. And I know T White has watches that's coming, man. I'm gonna bring a couple of watches with me. I'm also bringing some of my micro brand and my other brands because they have to see the Caribbean. They have to see. They got to. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be sending that postcard. I am going live from the ship per request. I even had a couple collectors send me what we calling it, y'all? What we calling it? The Invicta internet package. I had some collectors say, "Hey, I'm putting this on your internet bill on the ship," and y'all came through. I appreciate that. Last night, that was dope. Vic, go back to work with your craziness about magnums. What's up, Oscar? Did you see that new ball? Yeah, I saw that. It's like a GMT and a super compressor. It's looking case with a Coke bezel. Yeah, I saw that last night, and by accident, just scrolling through, and I saw like, what the heck is that? Yeah, that thing looks sick. What's up, Scott? The man with the glorious beard. Shop HQ had a sale last night on the on Invicta pieces, and you know what I'm gonna say. Any watch that has a Salida 200 in it for less than $500 is a great deal, right? In comparison to what's in the industry right now, I think it was like $350 for that watch that I saw, the Sabakwa Noma 2 with I believe it had Salida 200. That's under $400 for a Salida 200. Yeah. And I want to say it had a mother pearl dial. I'm not so much a gold, like, I don't have too many gold watches. I got a few. I'm not that big a fan of gold watches, but that one they showed last night was pretty dope. It was pretty dope. At least I have something to be crazy about other than the Rangers. Ooh. Rangers not doing too well, bro. Yeah, I'm did you hit the wind-up show in New York? I did not. I missed it. I couldn't come because of family stuff. But I will tell you, I saw the clips of it. I went to the wind-up in Chicago, which was great. But that in San Francisco, I think between the two of them, still don't compare to that New York show. That thing, and my goal for next year, Lord willing, I'm going to say that, Lord willing, come hell and high water, your boy will be in that thing. Man, I will be there. And I do want to catch the show up in Toronto, because Jason is going to, like, he's starting to do this every year now. He has one coming up in Canada, I think in April, but he's going to do a repeat. So I definitely want to catch a Toronto show. But yeah, that New York show was amazing. From the videos that you guys put, the pictures and stuff, amazing stuff, man. I think it's a great day, great time to be a collector, man. I would have never expected this 10 years ago. 10 years ago, watch collecting like for me. Now I know some guys have been just like enamored and been taking deep dives with watches over a whole, but y'all got to keep in mind, I'm going on 3 years of knowing what the heck a micro brand is. I don't shy away from that. I wouldn't have never known. I'm like, what the heck? If you'd told me asked me what Zellos was 4 years ago, I'd have been like, Zellos, what the heck is that? Is that a candy bar? Like, hey, like, what is that? You know what I'm saying? Frankie said it was dope. I'm also biased because I'm from New York. Got me an Eco Drive two-tone. Okay. So many micro brands with some fly stuff. Yeah, man. I'm gonna tell you my favorite brand right now. They you can't even call them a micro brand. Matter of fact, and I heard this definition breakdown. They're not considered a micro brand because they make their own movements. And I didn't even know that they make stuff for other watches, right? And that is Formex. And that take me to a whole nother level because I like Formex. You ever seen a watch that when you just off top, you looked at it, you just fell in love with it off top? And I'm gonna tell you, this watch right here, when I saw it, like off top, I said, "Ooh, oh!" It was just something about this. It was actually the blue and just the setup, overall aesthetics, man, just had me. I was enamored. Like, yo, I like this watch. This thing is beautiful, and I got it. Right? I bought the watch. But Formex Essence is one of my favorite watches. It hands down, hands down. And we're talking, when we're talking luxury watches, I mentioned this earlier that, I know Rolex name in the actual, like Rolex title, the brand, I feel like it's overplayed. It's talked about so much. I'm like, okay, we know Rolex. I get that. But again, the Air King and the Datejust are my two favorites models out of Rolex. And another one I think is just unique to me, just because of the bezel, the weight, like how you read the bezel and the function of it, is the Yachtmaster. I think that was crazy. The Yachtmaster is a crazy watch. I got a chance to see one. This guy had one. It was really nice. Really, man. That thing was beautiful. The word gaudy comes to mind. That sucker was just like, man, no gems in it. It was just, I think like a Yachtmaster's overly done. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like a drug dealer's watch. You know what I'm saying? That watch is stupid, but I like the Yachty. Yachty. Can I call it that? Will anybody get offended by me calling it the Yachty Master? And I know some Rolex people be like, "You don't know Rolex. Don't you talk about Rolex, you fiend. You Invicta guy. Don't you talk about my beloved Rolex." I know some people can get in their feelings about certain brands. And if I offended you about talking about your Yachty Master, I don't apologize. I'm going to laugh at you if you talk about me back. I'm going to laugh at you. Laugh in your face. Fair is winning. Yes, Fair is. I agree with you. Fair is dope. I like Baltic too, man. Baltic, bro. Yeah. I like Baltic. The three-hand and burgundy is fire. Frankie, what are some of the watches that really caught your attention there? Christopher Ward, I think, have graduated from. Oh, well, no. Christopher Ward, hands down, bro. Because they're making their own movements. The Bel Canto, they building stuff. No, absolutely not. Christopher Ward has their own ecosystem at this point. Christopher Ward and Formex are two companies that absolutely not. They're not micro brands. No. Nope. I refuse. They are independent companies, and they're killing the game, man. Like, dude, it's so amazing because you know what's crazy? If I was a watch collector, just starting now, after going to, oh my gosh, I just saw that new Cadillac Lyric. Oh man, that sucker's beautiful. Sheesh. I had a squirrel moment. I'm sorry. Anyway, if I was a collector, based off of what I saw from the Chicago show, from Minutes and Hours, and I was just starting right now, Christopher Ward and Formex would be the first two companies I go after. Also, Spinnaker, for the price proposition and the way that those watches look, I'm in love with Spinnaker, bro. I just love this. Like, Spinnaker, bro, is delicious to me, man. It is such a dynamic watch. The colorways is so wild, man. So wild. I'm telling you, if I started collecting right now in 2024, man, the way people collect Rolex, the way they talk about Rolex and Omega, my Rolex and Omega for me would be Christopher Ward and Formex, man. Like, I love those two brands, man. But then, a lesser brand, inexpensive, would be the Spinnaker. And I was impressed with Baltic, man. And then, what was the one? Echo Neutra? Those watches are fire. Watches are fire, bro. Oh, man. I also like Islander watches, man. And then I'm saying that, I heard, I didn't see for myself yet. I heard that the Islander and what is it, TGV? I heard that is getting mixed reviews. There was a number of people that slammed it. I saw the picture of the watch. I haven't held it in hand. I would buy that watch. If I was in the market for a watch right now, I would buy. And that wasn't on my radar because I'm trying to stick to what the watches that I want to get. But I would buy that watch. Like right now, I like that watch. I am from Chicago. I got to see. I can't even pronounce that word, Oscar. I'm not even. Siyosa? Oh, Siyosa. Okay, yeah. Hey, Siyosas are nice too, man. I love the Yacht Masters. Yeah, your accent is from Chicago. He's from LA. Get out of here, Vic. Yacht Masters are underrated. Little Yachty Master. I love my Yachty Master, rhodium dial. Yeah, Yacht Masters are fire. I would get that well over because the Submariner, don't get me wrong, I have some Submariner clones, not clones. I have an Invicta that looks like a Submariner. I have 2 other watches. Where are the companies are those from? Pagani Designs. And I ain't gonna hold you. Yeah, I think I like the Submariner style, but if I was to buy a Rolex, I wouldn't gravitate to that. Knowing what I know now, nah. Datejust and the Air King is what I would go after. I like Formex, but their designs are a tad too modern for me. Their reef, in my opinion, looks like a Seiko Samurai on steroids. I will say so. I really. Hey, wait a minute, bro. You crazy. Oh, man. It just gave me a visual. Seiko Samurai on steroids. Yeah, and in the reef, that's why I gravitate more towards the Essence. The reef is cool, but I give me the Essence all day. Let's see. Balti dials are so classy. Smooth, smooth. Yeah, like a Grand Seiko. Yup. Later, Scott. Static. Energy power. Okay, try. Why do you think the micro brands have exploded the way it has, and will that affect money down the road? I think the micro brands, in my opinion, bro, I think micro brands blew up because they're giving what customers been wanting from the big brands. Because just like, when you think about Invicta collectors, right? Invicta collectors in their own ecosystem. Let's just keep it 100. I believe Seiko collectors in their own ecosystem too. I would say Casio, but like Casio is more diverse. But I know for a fact that Invicta collectors in their own ecosystem. So when you're asking the brand owner or whoever's creating the watches, hey, I would love to see a watch with this, that, and the other, right? And you don't see it, and they start bringing all this other stuff out. It's easier to go to a brand that be like, oh, that's different, that's nice, and you find out that these people are local people from your city, or a state or somewhere close to you, and there's something about knowing that, like when you're thinking companies that were built in 1832 and 1755, you're like, all right, you know how far back that goes, but now you have somebody that's creating watches right now, and not necessarily like building new movements, but they're building designs that you like. You know what? That's what I've been asking for. The price ain't bad. I'm on it. You know what I'm saying? And you get to talk to these people if you go to an expo. Because anybody that's never been to an expo, you're taking the words of a YouTuber or whatever you see on social media. You get it and you either like it or you don't. But you go to one of those events, man, yeah. Just being curious, oh yeah. I think in the micro brand space is just like really, really just going to explode. So I think that affecting money down the road, yeah, it's going to affect money down the road, because if you're still collecting your brand and now you're going to collect a whole different brand, yeah, you're in trouble. You're in trouble. Not unless you got a restraint and say, hey, okay, I can only get 1 or 2 of these things. I can't buy like that. So like Invicta collectors, man, it's easy to buy an Invicta watch because you're like anywhere from $50 to what, $250 on average, versus you spending $1,200 on a watch or $5,000 on a watch. That will limit you to 1 to 2 watches per year, depending, unless you're Jay Jones. Yep, I'm picking on you, Jay Jones, again. Spinnaker was in the building. Yeah, I saw them. I like them. Don't sleep on Loris. Can I get an opinion on the watch from the new company I just saw on IG? What watch company was that? What watch company was that? Hold on, let me go back through. Let me go through. I bought a Bruce Wayne Spinnaker GMT 30% off for showcase purposes. Also, don't sleep on, I can't pronounce that. What is that? Tusino? Or is the T silent? Main Trafford. Trafford is dope too. Oh, bro, East Oman? Quit playing. I say East Oman's mother of pearl. You ain't messing with them. You're not touching them, man. Yeah. Do I like tourbillon? Yes, I love tourbillons. I love tourbillon. Serica. I like Serica too. That first watch, the TUSENO. I saw one of those on Instagram. The dial is sick. I like that. What's that, D-Pencil? Somebody just showed that watch yesterday. I have to research that one. But I just, from the looks of it, I like it. But I have to research it. But Trafford, yup. East Oman, yup. Serica, most definitely. Fears, I don't know much about them. I don't know too much about them. I have to research them too. I only have 10 watches. Trap, stop picking on me. I'm sorry, Jay Jones. Frankie, that goes without question. Hey, Keisha H, what's happening? You said Lord. Okay, all right, correction. All right, I got you. Cheeseburgers. You hungry? Auto-inspired chronographs. Okay. I will dig more into that after this live. I'm gonna dig more into it, man, so I'll have more to talk about. He said yes. Check out Hoffa. Hold up, I gotta screenshot it. Y'all know me. Alright. Thank you guys for giving me these. Yes, man, I'm curious. Yes. Fears is an older company like Serica, 1920s. I didn't know that. See, putting me up on game, bro. I appreciate that. Cheeseburgers. I will have my fair share of cheeseburgers on this upcoming cruise in about a week. Less than a week. What's today? Tuesday? Yeah. Mercy. The managing director is like the grandson of the founder. Okay. Jay Jones has 10 watches. One on one arm, 10 on other leg, 30 on the other leg. Yeah. He talking about he got 10 watches. Get out of here, bro. Get out of here. You tripping. You big tripping. But I just let it go. I wasn't even gonna say nothing to him. I was just gonna, let him go and let him have it. Like, all right, bro, you got it. But tell you who I thought had a pretty nice chronograph at wind up was one of my companies, man, Laurier. And Laurier, the biggest downside to Laurier is the actual crystal, right? You need polywatch to actually, shine this bad boy up. In the event that you scratch it up, which, if you're like me, I can be rough on watches at times, man, depending on what my activity is for the day. So, which brings me to this. I know this goes without saying, but for those that are curious about watches, man, I would say do your research, because there's so many companies that you can go to. It's too many. It's saturated. But there's one watch company that it's not an American brand at all, or it's not sold in America as much. Teddy Bulbasaur actually has his brand, and I think he's the only one that you can get it from right now outside of going on not eBay, but Amazon, and that's Certina. I'm a fan of Certina, big time. I love Certina. I love the way it looked, and I want that double security system diver. I'm not sure if I want the black or the blue. I'm gravitating more towards the blue than anything else. Um, yeah, I think I'm gravitating towards that, and I'm a big fan of getting what I like, and I get it, with prices and stuff like that. Watches are expensive, y'all. Watches are very expensive. That is a crazy expense. Even with me, like wanting to get a Panerai. Panerai ain't cheap, boy. Sheesh. Omega Speedmasters, that ain't cheap. The one that I want, I saw was like $6,200 on Joma Shop, but it's, if I buy brand new out of the store, box and papers with the warranty attached, that's gonna cost me like $9,200 with tax, unless I get like a percentage off or something like that. But yeah, that thing, these watches ain't cheap, bro. But I say just whatever design language that you like and you gravitate towards, whatever your lifestyle is, that's the watch I say gravitate towards. Instead of like, oh, I'm gonna just get something because it's popular. 4 million for the RM. What? God dog. K9 crystal auto and termion. I can live with acrylic crystal. Yeah, I can too. I like it. The Lori bracelet is kind of whack. Hey, I think for the price, like it's not the best. I will say that it's not the best that I have. I have some bracelets that are phenomenal. I feel that like you're paying really for the watch head. The bracelet is functional, in my humble opinion. The bracelet is functional, but it's not like, it's not out there. And this bracelet will pull hairs. I will tell you, yes, it does. It pull hairs. Hold up. It's a great watch. I think for the price, it's a great starter watch, man. Or I'm not gonna say a starter watch. I'm gonna say it's a great watch to, like wearing for your everyday. Very classic. The bracelet's not the best. Just keep it in the whole beam, but like it does catch my arm hairs, my wrist hairs. I'll be like, yo, not as bad as some other watches I had. I mean, I got one watch, I had to change out the whole bracelet system. I said, nah, bro, I can't wear this. Man, every time I walk, ching, ping, ting, ping, 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 just pulling. I'm like, yo, and as you can see, I don't have the hairiest wrist, but y'all see that, man. That's up. Getting your hairs pulled? Oh no, I ain't into that stuff, man. Yeah, it's in it. The price is kind of, chinky. However, at it's $499. It's $500. Very functional, very nice watch. I like the watch. I don't regret that purchase for that one. I actually want to get another model from them. But the biggest, and it's not even a problem. The thing with me is I like a company that I can buy from, that I can buy multiple watches if they have multiple models, different models and stuff like that. Like, for example, Formex, the Essence, that's as far as I'll go. I won't do anything past that. Spinnaker, I can buy multiple Spinnakers because they got like the colorways and they got different, yeah. I can own like 6 or 7 Spinnaker watches, like hands down. But other than that, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. I'm very choosy. I'm very particular. Man, $4 million for that watch, man. That's crazy. And I will end up like him if I wear Alpha Terminal. Oh, thank you for the super duper chat in the building. The watch on the NATO strap. Oh, okay. So I'm gonna go over the IG. Hold on, let me I will know more about this watch company I screenshot it, and we'll more than likely have a discussion about that. Trap, thoughts on Red Star? Red Star Magnums, no regrets. The customer service is 5-star. Really? Citizens are killing the game lately. Saw many citizens this past weekend. House of X, what's going on? Welcome in. Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. House of X. I need an opinion on the watch in this IG. Okay. I will go over to that and check it out. And it will be a discussion, upcoming discussion on that watch brand and this Red Star business. Let's celebrate their first super chat on the live stream. Yes, celebrate. I appreciate the super chat. I appreciate that. Uh-oh, correction in spelling. Get out of here. Let me screenshot that. Thelonious Monk. I gotta meet you in person, man. I was watching you on Skylar's thing, and I said, bro, I gotta meet Monk, bro. Like, you seem like a cool dude, man. I tell you what. Now, granted, like I said, I had some family stuff I had to attend to, man, and I kind of figured that was gonna happen, because I've been talking about coming to this New York show all year, and it just wasn't looking good. Like, the closer we got, because we had a lot of stuff coming up. Plus, I got this cruise. So I'm getting some terrific news coming across. Hey, Thelonious went on a research like, yo, hey, no problem. I will definitely go check the watch out and give you my opinion on it. And when we come back on the next live, I'll have that discussion about, the watch brands that I discovered through you guys. I would definitely do that. I was hoping to pull up on you and wind up. You let me know when you're in New York next. We'll make it happen. Lunch on me. Hey, man, bro. I love New York. Absolutely love New York. I don't love the traffic, though. And I don't love having to pay all those tolls. God, dog, those tolls are ridiculous. Ridiculous. Mercy. Them tolls be killing me, boy. But, yeah, I love New York, though. I love the culture of New York. And, yeah. Y'all crime rate is, the crime rate is what it is, man. Shoot, it ain't no different than where I live at. People wilding out, man. Doing all kind of dumb stuff. I just hate that you can't bring your pistol out there, man, because, I think that's certain parts. I have to research that. So I'm like, hey, I like to be protected, man, when I'm going. I don't want nobody bothering me, bro. I don't want to be bothered. Not like that. Hey, man, give me that. I may not, you know what I'm saying? Just kind of let you know, man, I ain't the one. I'm a country boy in New York. You're a country boy. Crime rate is intense, but not as dangerous as it seems. Yeah, you know what, Ben 10, the thing about it, I see it on the news. It's no different. I grew up in Chicago. I went to high school in Gary, Indiana. I've been to Georgia, and there's no hood harder than Iraq. I'm sorry. It's nowhere on this, man, dude. That's a whole different playground, man. So I've seen the worst of people, man, and territorial people, all this other stuff. You know what I'm saying? So I don't shy away from certain things. I just like to be in a position to protect myself. But I'm not reckless with my life. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not quick to take others unless I'm put in a position. That's just the way I was trained, and that's the way I am. I like to do that live and let live type of thing, and hopefully we can work some stuff out. I like to negotiate, but sometimes, trying to talk through the situation with somebody robbing you. I was looking at London. Y'all see London, man? Them people riding by on motorcycles, man. Dang, this snatching people's wrist off, man, getting their watches. I'm talking about, man, I think I'd much rather get shot than get hacked up for I'm like, yo, bro, I promise, here, take it, bro. That's the man, dude. Take the watch. Take the watch, because I don't want to spend time in the hospital. I don't want to spend time on no table getting like surgically repaired and stuff like that, because you didn't just hack me up for a watch you thought that was worth more than my health, man. Oh no. But yeah, as far as crime and stuff, yeah, you see crime somewhere, you see it somewhere else. Trap, I have no problem in New York. I know you don't. Chicago is crazy compared to New York. Hey, bro, I'm gonna tell you, like, cause I pulled up at a gas station in New York, right? And there was some people out there, like, they don't congregate. I didn't see the congregation of people. You go to Chicago in certain areas, man, we see all them cats just hanging out, man, just trapping right at the gas station, on multiple gas stations in Chicago. I grew up watching that. We wasn't calling it trapping back then, though. You know what I'm saying? But yeah. And if you're not from there, oh yeah, you're done. Ain't no explanation. And you ain't gonna make it. They not even gonna shoot, they gonna beat you to death, man. Like, they gonna beat you to death. Like, and it's like that. I don't care what nobody tell me, and I've heard some people say some stuff about Chicago. I've lived it. I grew up in that, man. I see what it is. I knew where to go and where not to go. Played no games with that. We can have a knife fight in London. Yeah, because I like knives. As you can see, I got a bunch of knives. I did a school in Chicago. It's intense for sure. Yeah. Drunk cats get caught off tail. Yeah, man. I'm fighting, not giving up my watch, man. You got the jump on me? You can have it, bro. You can have it. Now, I have said this because when I was in Iraq, we had people there, like, they walked around with rifles, the AK-47, right? And then you had some people, there was one soldier there, got stabbed, man. It was, oh my gosh, it was ugly. He got stabbed. And I know if he would have saw it, if he'd have been paying attention, it wouldn't have been an issue. Now, other soldiers took care and dusted this dude off, man. But like, when it came to the whole knife thing, yeah, I've been in that situation where the enemy had a blade, and I was like, for real? Now, because of our rules of engagement, he has a knife. They were like, it's questionable. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just giving you a tidbit, like, hey, I didn't mean to shoot him in the face. I was aiming for his knife. Just so happened to get a headshot out of it. He had the knife up here. I tried to shoot the knife out of his hand. But yeah, I've been in a scuffle with an Iraqi before. Didn't end well for him with a knife. With me, whoo, quit playing, boy. Quit playing with me, boy. No sir, no sir. Knife fight? Oh yeah, we getting down. We getting down. Man, hey, bro, you know what? I'm gonna tell you this, and then I'm gonna end because I gotta pick my son up. I get people that say, hey, thank you for your service, appreciate that, and I do thank people that do that always acknowledge that. But I don't shy away from my military service, and wrapping the American flag. And I know with the flag, there's so much about that flag, right? And I'm not gonna get into the politics of it, but there's so much wrapped up in that flag because I've had great friends, mentors, die for this flag and the protection of us and the protection of other soldiers and stuff like that. One of my mentors got killed in Iraq. He was awesome to me. Awesome to me. You know what I'm saying? And the fact that I had a good friend that died in Iraq. You know what I'm saying? So that flag means a lot, man. So I will say, with that being, and these are watch collectors. We talk watches when we was over there. We was talking about, when you get your bonus money. And I did that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was foolish, man. I bought 2 watches, man, like expensive watch. I bought my Rolex and a Breitling over there. I was getting done with, like, you tax-free, getting bonus money. You know what I'm saying? Like, I re-up going over there, man. You get like $25,000, $30,000, $50,000 in bonus money. So like literally, I was like, man, I got money to burn, man. How much is that Rolex? They was like, this one right here this is 3,400. How much is that Breitling? This is $3,000. Let me get both of them. You know what I'm saying? Like, bop, bop. You know, did not care at that time. This is like 08, 07, 08. And, but not to glorify the watches, man, but like the people that I had so much in common with, you know, they're not here anymore for that flag. They wrapped themselves, they wrapped their duty, they wrapped everything. They put it in perspective that, hey, we have a job to do. This is why I respect veterans so much. And there are some things that are said about veterans, and I don't care about the politics, all the rhetoric that's being said. I have a lot of love and respect for veterans all day. All day. I salute all of them, every last one of them. And I thank those that gave their life that I can have mine. And I'm gonna tell you this, there's some people that sacrificed so with the training that they gave me, for me to survive. And I thank them right now. I know I kind of spazzed or went off topic, whatever the case is. I'm just sitting there thinking about it. But anyway, let me see, tax-free money hit different. Hey Ben, hey bro. I'm sorry, bro, but when you tax-free, you gotta pay tax. It hit different. When you get bonus money, and you know one thing, I will say this, I came back home on vacation and bought my wife a vehicle, man, and they was like, all right, with tax, it'll be this. I said, look at this right here. I'm on deployment, sir. I pay no taxes. They was like, oh, okay. Take the tax off. So I'm paying, boom, boom, boom. They asking 6 bands. I'm paying 6 bands. Not 6,800, not 7,150. I'm paying 6 bands. I was like, bow. On that Rolly, paying duty tax. What? I ain't paying nothing. How much is that watch? Well, with tax. Oh, not with tax, because you don't pay tax, sir. Yeah, I'm paying. There you go, sir. There you go. There you go. Ben, salute back to you. I was in Dubai. Thought I was rich. Hey, Ben, we got to holler up, man. I tell you. I think I'm going to do a live with my veterans, man. Anybody that was in the service, man, I would love to have you come up. I'll put that show together after the cruise. Get prepared. Dude, it's about to go down with the cruise videos. A lot of shorts. There's going to be a lot of content that's coming. Oh my gosh, a lot of content. You're going to think my name was Joe Griffin. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, you have to know about Keeping Up with the Griffins. This man literally put 30-something videos together from one cruise and then did a movie at the end of that. A number of shorts. And I thought this man was insane. I said, bro, how many cruises did you go on? This man did over 30 videos from one cruise and did a movie. And that movie hit. It slapped. It was like 2 hours and something minutes. 2 hours and 46 minutes or something like that. Yo, I'm telling you, you're going to think I was Joe Griffin. The amount of content that's about to come. We're going on a celebration. Carnival Cruise. This ship holds over 6,000 people celebrating. We got over 100 crazy Invicta fans coming together. 7-day cruise or 8-day. And yes, the content's coming. So you guys will see it. So with that being said, let me see. I'm out of here, y'all. I got to go pick up a child. He's not a child. He's a young man, clueless young man. I guess, but he's functional in this day and time, if you will. Whatever. Anyway, thank you guys so much. Thank you for the super chats. Thank you for paying attention to me for the past hour and 33 minutes. Thank you for everything that you guys do and what you guys mean to me on this. Thank you for all of my members. I appreciate you so much because you make this thing go round. You help this channel grow and you give back to the people. And I can't thank you guys enough. So, until the next lightning strike, man, y'all be blessed. Much love.